Hi, Sonia here. I want to talk about the myth of being ready. So, there are a lot of services out there that want you to hire them because that's what their service is, of course. Their service is to provide services to make sure you're ready. So, before you get to those services, you've probably gone through this. I don't know what I need to do before I'm ready. Or you possibly have heard all of the social media that says you have to do this first, you have to do that first, you have to hire me because I'm the person who can make sure that you're ready. And there's the whole imposter syndrome, or there's the whole being indecisive, or there's the whole I don't know what all the options are. So, of course, you're not ready because you've been taught that you're not ready and you have to have everything perfect before you begin. So, I don't believe that. And I've done multiple things where I wasn't ready. I started writing books before I was ready. I maybe had the outline and then the outline changed. And while I was doing my dissertation, of course, wasn't ready, but we did it anyway because that's what you do when you're writing a dissertation. You start off with the title, and then the title changes. At the very, very end, I suggest you write the title at the very end. So maybe you have like a mock title, but once you get to the end, that's when you write the actual title, right? And I've got that in the Creator's Map, the book. In the workbook, it explains this whole thing where it's kind of like clay. So you create this perfect title, but you know it's a mock title. Then you start creating the outline, but you know it's a mock outline. And then as you're writing your book, you create little cue cards. And as you start thinking of things, you have index cards with you all the time. That's what I suggest. You take them everywhere with you. And as you come up with, things come in your head, you write down in that index card. And then you keep it in your little index card holder and you write on there, what topic it is. And maybe you come back to it later, maybe you don't, but you're never ready because you have all these ideas that you want to put in the book. But if you just do it, if you just start writing and then you go back through and you make sure that it sounds like a story and that it has its throughout, its throughway. So there's a topic that goes all the way through the book. As you start writing, that's when it comes to the end. And you can always revise your books and republish again, but just know that if you don't do that, that there are people that might need your book or might need to see what you've published and all that information that's out there. And while you're waiting because you're not ready, there's people who are missing that chance to learn something new from you that you've experienced or you definitely have available within your mind that needs to get out there for other people. So I just want to share with you that waiting until you're ready, it might never happen. So I suggest just publishing it. Just creating it, just getting it out there for other people so they can experience what you have to share. And it's good for you to get it out of yourself also because once you get things out, more things come in. That's my thought. And more book ideas or more published ideas are there. So I do have one book that I'm still holding and I can't wait to get that out. It's a art, not necessarily art therapy because I'm not an art therapist, but an art therapy, like a self workbook where you can get this and help yourself work through things on your own. And it's not replacing a therapist or some sort of social worker. It's not replacing anything, but it's helping you understand yourself so you can help talk to someone that you're working with or just for you to use on your own. But it's not replacing a professional that you may need, but it's something that I still have within me that I want to get out on paper. And I'm working on it. I promise I'm working on it. But just getting it out there and not waiting till you're ready to deliver that because there will be revisions upon revisions upon revisions, and you can wait a decade before you actually get it out there. So I don't suggest waiting till it's ready. I'm suggesting you start now. And if you put yourself on a short schedule and you tell yourself, I'm going to work on it during this time or that time, and there's so many things, I'm too busy, I've got kids, I've got work, I've got all this stuff, but it's still in the back of your mind. And it could just be one of those, well, I'd love to write a book, or I'd love to write a song or a poem. I'd love to publish something, but, and you've got all these buts. So I suggest just getting it out there. Just do it. Just publish the thing. Just be creative and do what you want to do. And don't wait until you're ready. Just begin.